I must be doing something seriously wrong because if print on demand is dead, I shouldn't be getting results that are You've seen them. Videos all over YouTube stating that print on demand is dead and not worth your time or energy. And maybe that's true. Maybe print on demand really is dead and there's no more money to be made. Or is that complete garbage, and are we leaving some serious money on the table? Over the last 5 months, I've been challenging myself to see if it's still possible to make $100,000 in pure profit using print on demand. And in today's video, I'll be breaking down what my print on demand model looks like, what print on demand company and printer I use, and if you stick around till the end, you can see if I've made any money and determine once and for all if print on demand is actually dead. Now, I don't want to waste any time because we have a lot to go over. If you've heard of print on demand before, then you're familiar with the process. It looks something like this. A customer simply checks out either on your website or on Etsy, and then that order gets sent over to a third-party printer like Printify or Gelato or Printful, and they will actually print, produce, and ship your products to your customer without you ever lifting a finger. Now, my model is a little more than just the simple print-on-demand model. In order to get somebody to buy, I need them to come to my Shopify store. It would be great if people just popped onto the site like daisies, but unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. In order to do this, I run simple Facebook ads to get the majority of people to my site. This is different from a lot of print-on-demand gurus on YouTube that will preach that Etsy is the best route. Etsy can really be cost-effective, but you lose a lot of control over your business. You need to do SEO research, upload a crazy number of designs, and you lose the chance to build a true asset for your business. I personally like to have control over my designs, the site, and the traffic that I'm sending to my store. It allows me to truly build a brand that has a mission that resonates with my customers that are buying from my site. And it gives me the chance to get someone to make more than a one-shirt order because I can upsell with other designs that are similar to the one that they're checking out with. Larger t-shirt orders means higher profit for myself. This helps to ultimately increase my profit margin as well as shows the customer that we have more of what they're looking for, and they'll potentially come back to buy more and more. This process also allows me to collect their email and sometimes their phone number with the customer's permission, of course, and I can reach out to them via email or text to get the customer to come back to the site and make a second purchase. Generally, I keep the same simple print-on-demand model, but I do add my own little twist to help my store become more profitable. Who doesn't want to make more money? Don't worry though, we're about to get into the big question: is there any money to be made anymore in print-on-demand? But first, let's talk about the biggest cost to running a print-on-demand store: the products. As you'll see in a minute, the cost of goods or the cost of print-on-demand products is the largest expense to running a print-on-demand store. We don't have to pay any large upfront costs, which is amazing, but the downside is you pay more than if you were to buy and print the shirt yourself. But I will always pay the larger fee for not having to ever touch a t-shirt or have the headache of owning my own inventory. There are a few ways to get the best pricing, but it comes down to research. Simply Googling print-on-demand companies and seeing who offers good prices, good quality, printing, and good shipping times will lead you to a good match. And since print-on-demand is huge and an ever-growing industry, there are tons of companies out there to explore. I personally use Printify for my store. I've shopped around and they have been the best bang for my buck so far. They are cheaper, overall faster, and offer really good customer service compared to some of the other print-on-demand suppliers that I've worked with in the past. They offer a ton of printers, giving you lots of options and a variety of products. Personally, I sell just t-shirts, and I've had a great experience printing with Monster Digital, one of Printify's printers. So if you're looking for good prices, fast shipping, and minimal mess ups on prints, then they are definitely your printer for the United States. Now, the real question we're all here for is print on demand actually dead? Let's take a look at the numbers over the last week that I've been running this store and see how close I am to making $100,000 in profit. I must be doing something seriously wrong because if print on demand is dead, these results are certainly not. So let's go through the analytics of the store and see what we're working with for this past week. The first metric that we look at is total sales. This is the revenue that my store made in this past week. So this is the total amount of money that comes in, but this is not money that I personally take home. We did $41,576.28 in revenue. This is up 8% over the last week, so we'll take this as a win. Our average order value was $44.80, which is slightly above what we did last week, but overall, that's a really good average order value. I would like to see it, of course, a little bit higher, but $44.80, I'll definitely take that. We did 24,780 store sessions, which is up 5% over the past week. As we've been approaching the holidays, we've increased our ad spend, so we are sending more traffic to the site. So this is why this number is slowly increasing week over week. Finally, our online store conversion rate was a 3.29%. So this means out of 100 people that come to the site, 3.29 of them have actually checked out. This is great. We always love a conversion rate somewhere in the ballpark to 3 to 4%. And that's what we've seen as our normal from running print-on-demand t-shirt stores specifically. This can always change for different products that you're selling. I know some people who do drop shipping with sites like Alibaba. They have a higher conversion rate versus what we would have running our t-shirt store. But ours is more of a brand than it is some kind of flash quick sale that's over in a few months when everything starts to fizzle out. So we expect to have slightly lower conversion rate. Our total number of orders was 850 orders from this past week. And our returning customer rate was down 25% at 10.25% returning customers. So it's always great to have returning customers. That means people coming back to the site, making a second purchase. We would always love to have this higher. That's the goal of running a brand at any point, is just increasing the lifetime value of your customer. But this is slightly down, probably because we did like less email marketing or something like that this week. So not too concerning. Now let's get into all the cost breakdown of running a print-on-demand store. So as you can see, this is for November 26th through December 2nd. This was last week. Our total sales, as you saw on the analytics page, was $41,576.28. Our printer refunds, this is money that we get back from Printify because we sell so many t-shirts. They give us a 5% rebate at the end of every month. So all of our production cost, we get 5% of that back and any taxes that we've paid. So it doesn't go towards any of the shipping costs. That's completely left out of it, but getting some money back is always great and definitely helps our profit margin. So our printer refunds was $621.39 for this past week. Our 2% cash back card, this is where we put our ad spend, we put our cost of goods on this credit card. We get 2% cash back on every single transaction. So that did $367.93 in cash back rewards this week for a total all income of $42,565.60. It would be wonderful if that was actually our take home, but you always have to be careful when you're looking at people's numbers and they're saying they've done $100,000. If that's revenue, that is not what they've actually taken home. There is costs that come with running a print-on-demand store. There's whether it's Shopify or Etsy. Very rarely can you do this with absolutely zero money invested. Now, it's not saying that you need millions of dollars up front in order to start this or even thousands, but you do need some to cover the cost of your Etsy fees or the cost of your Shopify plan. It's going to cost a little bit of money to get up and running. And once you start running, then you'll see other costs starting to accumulate. So I'm trying to be really transparent and show you guys everything and how it is broken down and what it actually costs us to run this store with $41,000 in total revenue from the last week, to show you how much we actually take home and what actually hits our bank account. As I said, cost of goods is our largest cost. It is the most expensive part of running a print-on-demand store. This includes the production cost, it includes the shipping, and potentially tax if you're not set up to collect sales tax in the states that you're selling in. So for our Printify invoice, we were invoiced $17,754.11, or 41% of the total revenue that we brought in. And this is normal. Anywhere between 40 to 45% is within that normal range and what we aim for our cost of goods to be. Our ad spend from Facebook was $12,905.18. This is the ad traffic that we are sending to the store. Without doing Facebook ads, very rarely would someone just stumble onto your website. So we run Facebook ads because the fact that we are on Shopify. Shopify doesn't do it for you like Etsy does. So that was our cost there. Our Google ad spend, we don't do a lot with Google at this point. We just have a few campaigns running, but that cost us $543 to be running those campaigns. Our TikTok ad spend was $0 because we haven't started TikTok ad spend yet. And our merchant fees, so this is PayPal and Shopify fees that we pay in order to use them as processors. Those fees came to $1,942.47. Now, even if you're selling on Etsy, you're paying fees to Etsy. So the numbers could look a little bit different than what we have here, but these are the processors that we use. Etsy will take their own fee. You have to look into Etsy though in order to see exactly how much that's going to dig into your bottom line. And this brings our total costs to $33,144.76. These are normal costs for the entire week. Now, we also have costs for the entire month. This includes our Shopify subscription, other apps and subscriptions that we use to run this store, like Gorgeous for social media, some affiliate companies, etc. Those generally cost us about $588 per week if you were to take the total cost of the month and divide it by 4 to get 4 weeks for the month. So it's roughly $588. So we also subtract this out. And that leaves our net profit, so money that actually goes into our pocket and hits our bank account, to be $8,832.84, or a 21.24% profit margin. This is absolutely amazing. This is on track for somebody to do just shy of a $40,000 month in profit. In profit, not revenue, profit. So if you've been following along with my challenge, you know I'm trying to make $100,000 before the end of January, and I'm slowly making my way there. As you can see, the goal is $100,000. Ever since starting this challenge in July of 2023, I have made $80,614.12 since running this store. After this week, I just made another $8,832.84. This brings my new total up to $89,446.96 in pure profit since July. I would absolutely say that print on demand is absolutely not dead. This is money that hits my bank account. This is money that I have access to and how much my business is actually producing. This leaves me to make $10,553.04 in order to complete this challenge by the end of January. If you're looking for the proof, here it is. Clearly, print on demand is not dead. Don't be leaving money on the table, guys. Thanks for watching. Please check out my school community. The link is posted below. This is going to give you access to other people who are just starting out in print on demand and trying to run their first stores. Please also comment and subscribe to help get my videos out there to more people. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that when I drop new videos, you're the first to see. Thanks, guys.